freaking high up.
Okay, and we're just until people start getting here, I am going to uh, I'll probably just do a little bit. I mean, we've got about 10 minutes till everyone should be here. Trying to get my volume to go down on my iPad. Come on. Okay. So, until that, goodness, I may do another sketch in here for my 12 days of Christmas. So, boy, that picture looks good now. It's crisp. So, I'll turn it the other way. Yeah, I'll turn it this way. I love it. You could talk, but you type instead. You're a nut. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Wow. I needed that. So, how was your week, son? And don't type it. Talk it. Am I not? I'm not really in the frame. Am I? Rearrange the lights and
My
stuff.
week has been interesting, but it's been all right.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear
It's not over yet.
it. True. But is your week ever really over?
I don't
Not
know.
really. You have a very odd weekend, though. Your weekend is Thursday, Friday, for everybody else is Saturday, Sunday. So, do you find that hard having
No.
your days different than everybody else? I used to hate it if my weekend was in the middle of the week or something like that. It was
I'm an antisocial
just true. Yeah, but
person,
everybody
so
like if your friends all have Saturday, Sunday off, and then you have to work. Do you find it hard that you can't like hang out and stuff like that? I mean, I know you're antisocial, but I mean that's with people you don't really know.
I don't really have issues hanging out with people. If I wanted to hang out with them, it's typically like we will if we can.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good.
I did just hang out with a friend the other
I used
day.
to have
We
friends who were
watched
like,
like
"Oh yeah,
we watched a YouTube video. Hey, we watched a YouTube video about it was Adam from MythBusters, and he was doing like a replica of his first sword that he ever made as a kid.
oh neat."
And we didn't realize it was an hour long video until we were like 30 minutes into the video. And we're like,
Oh
what is this over? And we look, and
yeah.
it's 55-minute long video. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh my gosh,
That was pretty cool. It
that's
was
neat
he just
though.
made it out of wood, and then used like plumber's tape
Uh
for the
huh.
blade, and then just sanded wood to make the guard and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
it looked pretty cool. Made me want to make one. So what are you drawing?
this I'm just sketching out a another picture for the 12 days of Christmas until everybody gets here, and then we will start the show.
Gotcha.
But I wanted to have something to do and something on camera, just in
This is a lamp, isn't it? It's
yes,
a lamp.
you got that
I'm good at this game.
right. Oh, you don't want to play Pictionary with me. That's oof.
Or do I?
Or
I feel
do
like
you?
we
Yeah,
would have fun playing
that's
Pictionary.
entirely possible.
If you and I were on the same team,
Oh
we
my
could do
gosh.
that. We could technically do that. We have like Jackbox Party and stuff like that. And that is
Is that what
there's
that
like
is?
Pictionary. Well, it's not necessarily Pictionary, but it has Pictionary type games on there,
Oh, that's cool.
and just drawing games in general.
Yeah.
And since you have a tablet, you could
Yes,
use your
I
tablet to
could.
draw on it.
That'd
That
be
would be a lot
awesome.
better than
Oh God, could you
everyone
see
else
you and
using
me
their
on the same
phones.
team?
Well, you for with that game, you pretty much play like everyone's on like
You're on
by
your own
themselves.
team. Oh,
Yeah, you're
okay.
on your own. Everyone's trying to beat each other.
That's
Trying to beat this
cool. I
level.
would love that. So, what time is it? It's almost that time. We're getting there.
What, 6 minutes?
Yeah. If anybody's wondering, I'm just drawing. I'm going to be doing a series of my own making. I guess you could say. I'm going to be doing. Does that look blown out to you? Still too bright? Let's see if I can't. It might be too.
Yes, it is a little hard to see, but it's always hard to see it with the graphite. Once you start putting color down, it's no
True.
problem. Just graphite is basically invisible with bright lights on it.
Yes, it's very true. That's a little too bright or too dark, isn't it? Like right there is perfect, isn't it? Yeah.
That's good lighting right there. Whatever you did.
Yeah. I stepped down a little bit.
That's like perfect.
Cool. Because I'm watching it on my iPad and it still looks a little white, but
Oh, well, whatever you did just made it not like that anymore.
okay. So then I need to step it down again. Got too much hanging over the paper. That's what the problem is. I'm just casting shadows, and I try to get rid of the shadows, and then it makes it too bright. It's like, oh.
I'd rather see shadows than a blown out picture,
Yeah,
personally.
right. I hear you. Okay, well, that's the start of a Christmas picture. Let's get on with Drawsome. I'll finish that later. So, This week we are doing origami. And let's see, find my page. Here we go. And see if I can get this in frame on everybody. It's not easy. Okay, pick this up. And I need to protect that page from my watercolors. Okay. Yes, this week we're painting origami. We're not going to do origami because, well, this I find it more interesting. But yeah, I'm doing the 1,000 paper crane, which is it's an interesting story behind it. Um, let's see if I can figure out what the heck I'm doing now. Apparently, they say that the crane in Japanese history and culture is a bird of prosperity and health and all that, all the good stuff, but prosperity and health and good fortune, basically. And they we need a decent color. I think I'm gonna do this differently. I'm just gonna go in there, but they will give you a folded paper crane. Somebody will give it to you if you're sick, or if you just got married, or things like that. And they have the 1,000 paper crane, which actually it's not 1,000. It just the word is just many. It just means many. Um, but I thought it was really interesting simply because you can make these amazing, like, stands and all these interesting things that kind of like hang because they'll stitch all these cranes together um, after they've been made. So they'll have 1,000 of them on these strings hanging, and they'll do them in all these beautiful patterns and the colors and like rainbows, and I mean it's just beautiful. But you'll make them and then you'll give them to somebody who's like just gotten married or they're sick or something like that. And I thought that was such a nice thing to do. And has such a nice little story behind it. I was like, yep, I'm gonna do that. I know some people used to, friends of mine when I was growing up, would take gum wrappers. I don't know if anybody else has done this. They'd take gum wrappers and fold them into little swans. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I went down the wrong hole. Oh, that was not good. Die on camera. Goodness. I hope this looks okay on camera. Is this looking okay? Ugh, it looks brownish now. I'm never happy with my camera settings. Hey, honey, how are you? I got a little early, so, but I was all set and ready to go. How are you, darling? Ah, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. We're going to use a purple as our shadow color. Hi, Jen. How are you? Oh, thank you. I have to let some of this actually dry. Because some of it, for some reason, doesn't seem like it's wanting to work the way it's supposed to. There we go. That's better. And this is supposed to be red, like a cherry red, and it's looking brown. That's Not the paint. It's the camera. Again. I wonder if I could up the brightness with that. I don't know. It still now just looks like a brighter brown. So does it? Well, yeah. The red I'm using is like more cherry red, not so brownish. It's definitely supposed to look different. Let's just hope this once it's dry and I'm able to put the shadows and everything, it'll look really good. Here we go. I might end up having to stop and fix the camera again. Right now we just need to water that down a little bit. And do it here like that. Let's see if we've got any places I can put some shadows. Actually, it's some paints are more opaque than others when it comes to watercolors, but for the majority of watercolors, it is water control. Um, when you want to be able to like glaze over something, uh, like what I'm doing here, you just thin it down with a lot more water than what you would normally. And then what's nice about them being transparent is that you can layer two colors over each other and come up with a third color on the paper instead of having to like mix them. Which I mean, you can do that too. They're very watercolors are just because they're transparent for the most part. There's very few colors that are not transparent. And then they also they will differ from maker to maker as well as to what pigments they use, so that it's kind of a trial and error type of thing when it comes to watercolors, because you don't want to end up with a set you don't like because of this, that, and the other. But you really can't do anything about that because you got to buy them to dry them. So it can be problematic. But it's fun to try different ones out and find what you like. And then no one ever said you had to stick with one type in a palette. You can mix and match your palettes and, come up with all sorts of stuff. And just use what you like. You don't have to stick with just one in your palette. I hope that answered your question, honey. Goodness. This looks like an actual folded piece of paper. Last time I played with paints was when I lived in Massachusetts. My mom never let me paint at home, so I was only able to at school. That's sad. Good Lord. You should never squash a child's creativity. Here we go. Fix this one wing, put some shadow underneath of it, and we will be done. This was a quick one, but the nice thing about it, well, the one thing I knew that this was going to be a quick one, but it's also all about the light and shadows because of the folding of the paper. That's what I definitely wanted to make sure everybody saw. This looks really awesome. I'm really impressed. Yes, I am. Ruining walls. Yeah. I don't think I ever did anything like that, but I might have. I'd have to ask my mom. Be like, did I ever do anything like that? She'll probably be like, yes, yes, you did. Because I'm still like, if I see a blank wall, I'm like, ooh, I could do a mural. And I would love to do mural. I love it. Okay, what colors was it that Jen said were in? I need to turn this around so I can remember. It was burnt umber. That's which one? I have to turn it back around again. Okay, so it was which one's burnt umber? One, two, three, four, five. I think that's burnt umber. I can't tell. It's fifth. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, wrong one. I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was right. Okay. Burn number. And what did she say was cobalt blue? Why didn't have cobalt? I don't have cobalt blue. What the heck? We'll have to use. We'll use indigo. We will use indigo and see how that works. I made an interesting looking gray. Well, kind of a purpley looking gray. Well, it's good if it has a little bit of a purple tint to it. Let's put some more water in that. We don't want it so thick. There we go. There. A little shadow underneath. He's good to go. Oh, goodness. There. Alrighty. So there is our one 1,000 paper crane. That's what the picture was called, and the little story that goes with it. And this is the kanji for it. Um, yeah. I hope you guys liked this. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Looks like I folded it and set it down on the piece of paper. No, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. I don't know what else to do with it, honestly. I think it looks. I don't want to really do anything else to it and ruin it because I will. There is such a thing as overpainting a picture, and I've done it numerous times. Ah, but yeah, I do appreciate everybody showing up. Redo the lines in what, like a pen? You think I should do the pen? Make them pop. I could do some of them, but you don't want to do all of them because then you'll end up with it looking too fake. It'll look fake. So I will pick a very small pen. Like this area in here is supposed to just be a highlight. It's not supposed to be lines. But I could outline like the outside in this fold here. And then that fold there. Kind of break up the wing from the nose too, I think. Like so. Give it just a little bit of a crisper edge. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. Do the tail. Yeah, that's very true. I should do custom painting. Someone sends you a picture. Yeah, that would be doing commissions, and no one has hired me in probably 2 years to do a commission for them. So the only time I made money off of commissions was off of Facebook. Not in real life. Not like off of Facebook. Here. That looks pretty darn good. What do you think? Looks pretty real to me. I like it. I like the way it came out. Oh, thank you, honey. Yeah, well, I'm going to be putting up a poll soon um, on my community tab, asking people for ideas for new prompts for the year 2022. So keep an eye out for that poll. It'll just be a question. You can put everything in the comments below, just any ideas, and you can come up with more than one, as many as you want, because we have to come up with 52 different prompts. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, make sure you guys keep your eyes open for the when I put that up on the community tab, so you guys can put in your 2 cents worth of what you want to see us draw for Drawsome in the year 2022, because it's quickly coming, and I gotta have it ready to go by the end of December. So we've got all November, December, or the rest of November and December to get that done and get some creativity going around here. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming and watching. And tell your friends, tell your neighbors, share it, like it, comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So I appreciate it. Thank you, son, for your help. Tell everybody hi. And I guess I will see you guys next week. Love you bunches. Bye. Yes, the prompts every week. It's like this week is origami. Last week was leaves. We try to keep them a little bit, like what goes on during the year. But yeah, we tried, you know, come up with, we have to have 52 of them. 52? Yeah. I think we end up with 53 in total, but 52 weeks in a year. Yeah. So once a week we do this. And yeah, I love you guys. You guys have a great night. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.